getting themselves out of a little bit of a jam there on that right-hand side. Well, it'll be a bit of a shock to the system for Kaizer Chiefs. They would have had high hopes coming into this game, given that they've had all these new... Now, let's see what Alexander can do. He's full of industry, as we well know, from his little bit of a shortage, although they have signed Mabiliso from AmaZulu. Cole Alexander. Mamelodi Sundowns, two of the new faces in the Chiefs lineup. That's a fair number of players go at the end of last season, most notably, of course, Willard Katsande after yeoman service for the club. He's
strongest with his right, so he needed to still pull it back. That took a bit of time, lost the momentum. Exactly.
Yes, Cole Alexander, we can argue all day long now at the same time, so...
Can I just say that whatever... Hlanti would have had better momentum to attack the ball.
Got their passes together, no panic. It's Hlanti as well, Cole Alexander in the middle.
Electrifying.
And the reason, of course, to get out of here quickly is that at 6 o'clock tonight, AmaZulu and Cape Town City. Alexander, and up to...
I think was a bit...
Nurkovic. Ball into Scotland in one season, so let's see if he can provide also. Alexander.
First half or to the end of the first half. Corner. Defer can make the judgment when coming up. And when it's like this, you can hardly see it.
Dolly. Sunday, so there's a bit more recovery time. They're going to Bombela for their first game. You'll remember they finished the lot, and they are beginning the season down there as well. They're from Duruk. Kept Nurkovic forward from scorer of the first goal for Kaizer Chiefs. He'll be off. Space out wide on that right-hand side. Cole Alexander will find Blom event. On the counter, Cole Alexander's done very well.
Black Label Cup to actually test the fitness levels.
Here's Villiers. It's a beat. Well, it was the final between NSL started in 1985. These two teams, this is to perhaps avoid extra time. I think Mamelodi Sundowns in particular, because remember they're playing on Friday. The opening game of the league season is in Loftus Versfeld on Friday, whereas Kaizer Chiefs will know from his time with Ajax, and that's their first game this coming weekend. Don't forget, plenty of football in the DStv Premiership for you this coming week. Can't pick it. Let's see who else. Kgaogelo Sekgota just wafting over the stadium now at the same time. So Nange, a bit overrun in the midfield. Down, says the referee. This is Nange. Look how quickly they're on top of him. These servers. Nange again. Now
That's just one example.
There's Nange now, spreading it wide. Blom is going into the book. So Bernard Parker, who when Stuart Baxter first took over, you remember he said no. Now it's Villiers onside. Just for those who don't speak football in the same high frequency that you do.
To bed. As good as that.
Chiefs will feel now as we head towards half-time. They're very much in this fray. Yes, Nange! Over the top. almost from a standing position. Hits his own man, cleared away. Nurkovic. Nange spent last season at Stellenbosch. Towards the east. Starting here, his first game for Kaizer Chiefs. Now gets the return ball. This is better stuff. Needs a decent cross. De Rook, not the best of clearance. And Cape Town City at 6 p.m. Followed by the draw for the semi-finals. That will be conducted on the pitch at Mamelodi Stadium at the conclusion of the final.
Control of the game back.
Here come Chiefs again, looking for the counter with Dolly. And Cardoso recovered well. It was his initial error, which he went and fixed up. Nange, Parker, Phathutshedzo Nange, looking for Dolly. They're getting in each other's way. Nange goes for goal, and Mwini makes a fine save. He's hardly had anything to do from the veteran goalkeeper.
And now let's see just how much of the ball did he see. Yes, he started off a little bit late and got his hand.
The 16 under 18 level. Nange. Sekgota, he also played in Portugal like Domingo did. Out comes.
Effect of the game from Nange is beginning to tell. Seems to be cramping.
There will be players with cramp. Polokwane City. Sekgota into the area. Left-footed shot. Drags it wide.
Chiefs as well have gone with the same route of playing with wings. Billiards is right-footed, but he plays on the left-hand side. So is Sekgota, left-footed, but he comes on this right-hand side. And that, of course,
playing it right back these days is a little bit of a shortage, although that's Eric Tinkler.
Mouth-watering, and that just creates more anticipation and interest into what's more likely to happen. It's not a give.
Blom, out wide, yes, Sekgota. Blom behind him. Sekgota's going to deliver with the left. It's an inviting ball. Eluded Parker.
That's all it needed. The slightest of touches from Parker.
Just picked a little behind him. Sekgota into Bernard Parker. Parker.
Yeah, because Nurkovic was actually making a run into the area.
Wide. Sekgota's gone across to the other side. In. Sekgota gets the free kick. Modiba was the player who brought him down. When Stuart Baxter first took over, you remember he scored 4 goals in one game against Amazulu, the first league game that Baxter had in charge. With Kune Matoho remaining from the coach's previous stint. What is Sekgota doing there? Out wide, yeah, to Sekgota. Chiefs finishing this half strongly. He could have done a bit better with that opportunity.
For direction, great pass from Billiard to find him. Very well, Jason. If you think about who was hanging just behind him, and this is where Shalil would have scored most of his goals, just playing in the shade of the defender.
This was the challenge on Sekgota, which earned Kaizer Chiefs the free kick. Sekgota likes Nabile Jale warming up.
Now we can see already the trademark of Stuart Baxter's type of play. When they win it, how quick, with speed, now they get into.
So chance from a set piece for Kaizer Chiefs. A goal down early, but now looking for the equalizer.
Now they're chasing the game. it's not a nice place to be to start chasing so early.
Now, if you're the new Bafana coach, William, who's the player who's impressed you the most so far? Unfortunately, in my... Now the ball delivered. In comes Hlanti late. He didn't get enough purchase on that, but that was a good attempt.
Because he was also going for the same ball. Actually, they collided.
Identification.
I see Kaizer Jr.
Oh, he looks to chip this time. Oh, he hit, who was it? Hlanti.
Get nicked away from him. Will be a little bit sharper. Chiefs applying the high pressure, and that was just one example.
Hlanti.
It's one of those that, for me, doesn't quite stays in the game, but he just needs to learn to get himself a bit more into the game.
Hlanti. In from Hlanti. He could hardly bed down a first-team place. He was coming on as a substitute. Steve Barker's teams in the league in Romania. He got 12 goals in. Hlanti, long ball in search of Nurkovic. He hasn't got much.
A little bit into the first half or to the end. If you just look at the body profile, you think he's Kapinga.
Hlanti. Just looked to be carrying a bit of extra weight there, Keagen Dolly, but that'll come off in the next few weeks.
He's the one to run with defenders with every opportunity.
Hlanti continues here for Kaizer Chiefs. As before, that's understandable. Zwane, cut out by Hlanti, is going to be going off shortly, and Nurkovic. Stuart Baxter will want to bring someone on for him. Not the best of clearances from Daru. Hlanti again. Zwane. Slip there from Maema. He's brought a real energy to the side. Now Daru.
High above many leagues in the world.
The result is the all-important header away from Shalulile. Hlanti. Maybe that's taking anywhere will do to a bit of an extreme. Could this come back to haunt him? They got the first change of the game. Keagen Dolly up against his old side. He won the African Champions League with Mamelodi Sundowns in 2016. He's been at Montpellier in France for the last 3 seasons. Back on South African soil, and he replaces Sekgota. Not 100% fit, what coach Stuart Baxter said, but that's Dolly's pass!
Thank you.
The Sundowns player who scored the most goals in the past against Kaizer Chiefs, and you've got to go back a long way. He came from Malawi. See what Dolly can do now. It's got a little scrappier this game, William. Shalulile at the back post. It's Maema who's playing it in.
Top of the list is that they don't concede at this stage of the game.
Here's Dolly. Still Dolly! Left-footed shot is over the top. He's also looking to score against his old club. Bench is a substitute in the closing stages of League One matches.
Levels.
Here's Villiers. Oh. first of all, your thoughts on the 90-minute. All the subs who've come on in this game, he's made the biggest contribution, I'd say. Maybe the biggest impact was from Keagen Dolly, that pass. Sundowns keep knocking on the door here.
Once again, the youngster, the coach, he's up there.
Nurkovic, Dolly looking for the ball inside. Dolly, lovely pass across, but Radebe didn't read that at all. Now battling with Jali, and Dolly wins the ball. He looks tired already. This tournament, of course, pressure from Zwane today. We'll see. They want a bit more from Dolly now in the final 20 minutes or so. Push a little bit.